Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create print materials. And um, this will be everything from business cards to brochures, menus, banners, signs, you name it. And I'm going to be going through gotprint.com. Now, let me tell you, I used to own basically design and print media company, and we sold a lot of print media. We sold a lot of all kinds of different paper products, and I did that for years. I got out of that business probably 10, 12 years ago, and only do it for myself now. But I wanted to show you how you can do it and make it easy for you to understand because you literally can today, if you've got Illustrator, if you've got Photoshop, you can today start yourself a print business. And you can use a place like gotprint.com, which I love because they have a resellers program, and through the resellers program, it's easy to get approved for their program. But through that program, you get discounted pricing plus drop shipping, which you can't beat, and it's blind drop shipping. So there's no Got Print logo on the box or return address or anything like that. Um, it just looks like it came from you. I love Gotprint. The only thing I'll say about Gotprint is that you do need to have a web presence where you are selling print media so that they can go check and make sure you're legitimate. But other than that, this is a perfect way to start your own small business. If you've got Photoshop, Illustrator, and a little bit of design skills, this is really, really great. Trust me, I made tens of thousands of dollars every year as a side hustle making print stuff. And I'm going to show you how to do it. We're just going to do it, I think, with some postcards. Okay, it'll be the same for business cards or signs and banners or anything else, but we're just going to do this for some postcards. So let's do that. And I think what we'll create with this postcard is a club flyer. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the Gotprint website, and this is, guys, I want to tell you that this video is not sponsored by Gotprint. I just have years and years of experience using them, and I think they're fantastic. But anyways, I'm here at the Gotprint website. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to browse all products, and I'm going to come down to postcards, and I'll select postcards. And here we've got all of our basically all of the things that you can change here for your postcards. The size, 3 by 5, 5 by 7, 6 by 8, so on and so forth. Let's just do a 3 by 5. And here you can choose your paper. For club flyers, I used to like the 14-point gloss. For something like a crafts or a handmade company, you might want to go with something a little more, I don't know, earthy, like a matte cover or a premium linen or something like that. Let's go with a matte cover, and then you can choose your color. If you want color front, no back, or color on both sides. And I think I'm just going to do front color or full color front, no back. And then you can choose a quantity. Quantity, I'll say 500. Now I want to tell you guys something about Gotprint. Gotprint uses an offset printer. Okay, it's not a digital offset printer. It is the original offset printer. So these things have these huge heads on them, and the machine, it's a Heidelberg press is basically what it is, and it's a very long machine, and it's got different stations for different colors, and at each station it needs an aluminum sheet to be etched for that particular color, whether it be cyan, magenta, yellow, black, or the UV, right, which is the clear coating. So you've got a separate head for each one of those. Each one of those heads has to have a plate etched. So the reason I'm telling you that is because the plate has to get etched. Whether you make 10 or 10,000, the plate has to get etched. And that's a substantial part of the cost right there up front. So what you'll see when you're dealing with Gotprint is that the price, when you go from 100, right, and we'll go down here and look at the price, it's $12.36 for 100. You go to 250, it's $18. You go to 500, it's $24. You go to 1,000, it's $33. You go to 10,000, it's $192. The price goes down. I won't say exponentially, but in not the same proportion to the amount ordered because of those plates. Okay, so anyways, if you're ordering this retail, this is how to go through this. Okay, but let's go through designing it. All right, so here I'm on the postcard page, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to templates. Here on templates, you'll see that Gotprint offers a number of different templates here. They offer templates in the vertical position, the horizontal position, the square position, and then down here you will see all the different sizes. We're looking for a 3x5 postcard in the horizontal aspect ratio or horizontal position, right? So I'm going to go to the 3x5, and I think I want to do this. Let's just do this in Illustrator. You could just actually cancel. Let's do this in Photoshop because it's harder. Doing it in Illustrator is actually easier. Let's do it in Photoshop because it's a little harder, and I want to walk you through it. So let's click on the Photoshop template. That is going to open up my downloads. We'll go ahead and open this file, and let's open this in Photoshop. Now what you'll see here is you'll see their template, right? And you have this total white area here, which is your workspace. You have your area that is inside this pink line. That's your trimming zone. That's where they're going to cut the postcard. Our blue line is the safe zone. Everything inside this blue line has no risk of being cut off. Okay, so anything, any artwork or anything that you put inside this blue line will be safe from being clipped off by the cutters when they go to cut this. Offset printing is done on these huge sheets. Okay, they're not printing 3x5 cards. They're printing off these large industry standard sheets of paper, and they're cutting them on these huge cutters afterwards. Okay, so that's why we have a trimming zone. But as long as you keep all your artwork inside the blue line, which is your safe zone, that is that's going to be safe for you. Now it says here the black. It has a black line. It says the bleed zone. This is what's called full bleed. Okay, a full bleed on a printed item it means that the color goes all the way to the edge. Now, if you've ever tried to print a picture on your printer at home, you probably noticed that you can't print to the edge, and that's because your printer is not capable of producing full bleed. Really, the only things that are capable of creating full bleed are offset printers that print to these huge pieces of paper that are later cut. So now we have our template, and I'm going to walk you through how I do this. Okay, now the first thing I usually do is I will get my rectangular marquee tool, and I'll come up here and I'm going to delete this here. Okay, now it doesn't look like I've done much. Let me unlock my background. I can unlock my background layer over here by double clicking on it and just hitting OK. That will remove that lock from here, and it is gone. All right, now for now I'm just going to turn it off so you can see what's going on. I have cut out that square section which was all the instructions for these bleed lines. Now I want to remove all the rest of the white. To remove all the rest of the white, I'm just going to select my magic wand tool, and I'm going to click in the white area. Make sure you're on the right layer. And then I'll go up to select, and then similar, and that'll grab these other white layers between these blue and pink lines and the pink and black lines. And I'll hit delete there. Control D to deselect. And now what I have is I just have my boundaries set here and a transparent background. So now I can fuddle around with the layers here and start creating my artwork. So I'm going to come to layer 0, and I'll go ahead and add a layer. And on this layer, let's just draw a rectangle. And this rectangle, I'm going to fill it with, I'm going to be really obnoxious here just so you can see everything. Let's fill it with this pink color. I'm going to drag this layer down beneath my guide layers. So now I can see this layer, this background of my postcard that's going to be printed, and my top layer here that has my guidelines. Now I can just start creating. Okay, I can start putting stuff into this postcard. And I think I'll start by just, I'll just place embedded. And I'm going to place this image of this dog feeder that I make. If you like this, by the way, this is available on my Etsy at the web branch, if you're into that sort of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and import this image, and I'm just going to drag it up here, and I think I'll lock it to this upper right hand corner. And I'll do the same, file, place embedded, and I'm just going to pick another item. Let's say, I don't know. Let's go with a toy box. Right? Now I can move this down. I'll lock it to that corner there. And you see now I have these two images here. Okay, simple enough. I'll come in here and add some text. Thanks for shopping with us. Let's just modify that a little bit. We'll change the font here just to be crazy, I guess. Okay, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going through adding in visual graphic elements to this postcard. Once I'm done, this needs to be sent to GotPrint, and you cannot send this file to GotPrint the way it is. It's got to be flattened. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it, and I'll save this as let's see here. Let's just save it as postcard layers. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to get this print ready. Okay. And to get it print ready, the first thing I need to do is I need to turn off my guide layer. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm also going to see this layer seems to have nothing in it. I'll turn that off. These are all items that I want. So now what I want to do is I want to go to this little series of horizontal lines here. Click this and go to flatten image. Discard the hidden layers. Yes. And now I have a flat image. This flat image is already in mode CMYK, which is what you want it to be. That's what the template was in. And now it's flat. It's perfectly flat. So if I go to GotPrint now, and let's see if let's see where that is. Here we go. And I'll just set something before. Let's upload the front. Okay. And when I come here and I upload the front, I'll browse files, and we're going to go to, oh, I forgot to save it. Gotta save it. We're in File, Save As, and we're going to do this postcard flattened. Now we can go back to GotPrint, browse files. We'll come back to my network area storage, and we'll go to postcard. Flattened right here. Now this is going to upload, and then it's going to give us a preview of the file. And here we go. Now you'll see that they've added back in, for viewing purposes, they've added back in that blue line and that magenta line for our safe zone and our trimming line, but that is not going to be part of the final product. Okay? And so long as we think this is good, we're ready to go. We can just continue out throughout this process and order these postcards. That's as easy as it is. You literally could start your own business doing this, or at the very least, produce all your own printed materials through GotPrint at a far, far cheaper price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.